Well, hello, fire signs, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. This week we have a full moon in Aquarius. Today, actually. We are hammering through the last of our reads here. It was a crazy weekend, so I hope you are having a fantastic full moon. Our theme for this week really is just kind of pulling from Aquarius, and the thing that I love the most about Aquarius, which is that they are fantastic storytellers, and they are great at listening to stories, telling stories, talking about stories. They're just a lot of fun, and I think that's a really nice, simple theme that we can take into this full moon. Let's just share our stories and release in that way, just by coming together and talking. So let's get into our reads. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good moon. Alright, Aries. How have you been? I got a little discombobulated there, I think. I ended up back on the end, but that's okay. I think it had to go this way. It really did. Starting out in the Five of Cups. I'm looking at some spilt cups. Probably got spilt in a bit of a struggle. Words exchanged, some feelings hurt. But yeah, all I can really see in this Five of Cups, even with like this coming out, which really does feel very in the pasty energy, all I can see here is those two cups behind you and that bridge there. And if you turn around, pick up those cups and walk across that bridge, there's a star waiting for you. Yeah, if you are facing a situation with a past struggle, a past defeat, and you're still looking at how this situation went wrong for you, it doesn't matter where in your life. If it resonates, if it hits, it hits. Put the energy where it applies. Yeah. On the other side of that bridge, the star waits. We have Six of Wands. There's victory here in this defeat. If you turn around, because right now we have a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups, and the Lovers between them. Now, is their union perfectly divine? Are they of the same suit? No, they're coming from different backgrounds, different places, different perspectives, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have a different perspective. But it seems that we do have a king that is not quite fully in this yet. Hasn't stopped looking over at his spilt cups. Once he turns around, which two cups are waiting over there? Lovers and a queen who has all the right words. Who has ownership over her words. That's what I just heard. I recommend for you, dear Aries, in this beautiful full moon that we have going on here, to release the past struggles, the past fights, our past defeats, because even in defeat there is victory. There is victory to be had for you. If you just Turn around. You got cups. I wouldn't worry too much about those spilt cups in the past. She's not worried about it. The universe isn't worried about it. She's already blown way past that while this king is still sitting in his feels. Come round. Destiny waits. The star waits. It's going to take work. You're going to have to start new. If this is this does have a bit of a reconciliation sort of vibe to it. So if this is reconciliation or if this is something new, it's going to have to start fresh. Fresh like a baby. Brand new, out of the womb. I'm going to have to work hard to start over. But if you apply just the right amount of pressure, don't be overbearing like this guy. Balanced and even pressure to push this story forward. High Priestess is guiding us with our own intuition on how this should go. It's not the sword I was thinking in my mind, but it's better energy. It's a little bit more aligned with that Queen of Swords, though less mature, less smooth in the tongue, let's say. Yeah. Come into your own, if you are still sitting in your feels, examine them and release them. Anything that's not serving you right now is a great time to release. Sure is. Full moons, beautiful for it. I encourage that because you have such a bright future ahead of you, dear Aries. What a nice read. You're gonna have a good moon. Definitely stay on this path. Get yourself to this footbridge and start walking up into this, because it's all waiting for you and it's gonna be great. We'll see you on the next moon. Oh, hey there, Leos. How's the Leo show? How you been? Pretty excited to get into your reads as well. My Leo show. Okay, so it's a new month, and opening up with an oldie but a goodie. Black Label Society, Fire It Up for the soundtrack. I was feeling the vibe, for sure. I was thinking about that as I was getting into starting your reads. Aries was just so chill, but now I feel like the heat's turning up a little bit, and that song's starting to play in my head. So, let's fire it up. Let's go, Leo show. Let's get into some story time, shall we? Leo show's theme card, but it's in reverse. Coming up out of this? Are we coming up out of this? And tell me we're still stuck in place, Leos. My fixed signs, boy. Let me tell you what. Moves, fixate. But releasing. I love it. If we're ready to let go, if we're ready to put that defeat, that humiliation in the past. That's what I just heard. Good. Let's do it. What else can I fill our blank space with here, Leos? Leos, Leos, Leos. Is here. Not vibing it? Not digging it? Not feeling it? Not hitting it? Turning some stuff over and around. Racking your brain. What is it? What is it? What did I want to talk about? Let's do this here. 311's a number I've hit a lot today. Throw that out there. There we go. Hanged Man and a Queen of Cups. Yes. That brand new perspective is showing you how full your cup actually is, dear Leos. It's full indeed. You didn't know that, did you? Feels like it's coming as a bit of a surprise, even. You didn't know you had all that love in you still. You didn't know. Because you were so fixated. But you took that hanged man energy. You turned yourself upside down to look at things from a new perspective. And you figured out where all that love really was this whole time. This whole time. You had it, Leos. It was in your heart the whole time. Don't you look at that? Beautiful. Another 5, though. Still not a penny in your pocket, but you got a heart full of love. You got a heart full of love. You know, sometimes it's okay. So, 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles kind of came out half-cocked. Not fully reversed, but pretty reversed. Oh, your show, it just isn't impressing in the same way. Your old song and dance isn't impressing in the same way, and it's not bringing in them pentacles the way that it used to. You got a heart of gold, Leos. But your financial house is a mess. Turning back around. If you're not going to come out, you're going to stay straight in the deck. You are. You're turning over stones broke right now, Leos. Not a penny in your pocket. But you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot. Again, don't mistake what's happening in your physical for you actually being poor or in poverty, because what you have, The love that you have is abundant. It overflows. It does. One thing, you just gotta release, like, quit psyching yourself out, Leos. Quit reaching so deep into those pockets. You're making holes. You already know they're empty. Quit reaching. Well, that pentacle hasn't showed up yet, but we'll see. We'll see. You've been pretty close. Pretty close. All of these. Leo show. You're pulling it together. You're pulling it together. You may not have all your ducks in a row yet, but the heart was a good choice, a good place to start. Healing your heart, letting go of the heartbreak, moving past it, moving forward, forgiving yourself and the other person or persons involved. That's work. That is work indeed. That makes you rich. Doing that work does make you rich, Leos. If you are feeling like you don't have a penny in your pocket right now, you are rich. You are rich with love. And love can pull you through. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Coming up out of that heartbreak, we're looking at it a brand new way. We're getting wiser. We're getting wiser. Yes, we are. Queen of Wands. Coming in to bring you spirit, faith. Faith in the gods and the universe. Why? Because you have so much love. Because you have so much love that is overflowing right now out of your heart from this new perspective, from putting all of this pain and heartbreak behind you, that it is bringing in the wisdom of this Queen of Wands. It is bringing in the security of spirit. Again, I say, Leos, if you don't have a penny in your pocket, you are rich. Rich right now. Yes, you are. The world just got to catch up with you. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying. Yes, you do. Yeah, you know it. You know it. You may feel like you're still tied up, but you do know that what I'm saying is correct, that what I am saying is accurate, even if you feel like you are still all caught up in this. Remember, you're rich. That's my message for you, Leos. The knowledge, the intuition, the inspiration that you are looking for is right around the corner. We may be here, but it's not going to take much effort to come into this. Not now. Not after everything you've done. Not after everything we've been through. No. It's not going to be hard to get that inspiration, that idea, that one thing that's really going to turn all of that financial trouble and woes around for you. Just focus on your abundance at the things that you do have. Keep working with your heart and sharing your love and being love in itself in its purest form. And keep working with spirit. Keep connecting with your guides, your gods, spirits, ancestors, whoever is helping you. Keep it up. You're doing great, Leos. You got this. We'll see you next moon. Well, hello, Sagittarius. How has your moon been treating you? Did you steal the show? Yeah, you stole the show. Oh, you're just waiting. You just here, you're waiting for your gifts to show up, to reveal themselves to you. You came here, you made your offering. Now bring on the gifts, says Sagittarius. Don't steal them if you gotta. Come on now. Ooh, sneaky little sneak hanging out in there. And I didn't fall out outright or reversed. It's just an influence. It's an influence. That's what we're gonna call that, Sagittarius. It is definitely that kind of vibe, though. It does feel a little bit like you are feeling a bit entitled to some rewards. I came here, I paid my coin, and now you give me the goods. It's a little under the table, it's a little shady, a little shisty. How's that gonna go? Under the light of this full moon. I'm here for story time. Tell me a story. What are we doing here? Is it a heist? Alright, calm down, Ronnie. You're getting a little wild. Having a good time. At least when it's crunch time, I have all of that moon energy I can pull from. Get me going. It is slightly influenced from a feeling of lack that you had when you were a child. That's why you feel like you deserve this now, because you didn't get it then. You didn't have it then. And you think you figured out the exact right weight and measurement of the gold that you needed to deliver in order to receive what you did not have when you were young. We do have a fresh emotional start springing up from this. Yes, we do. I'd watch out for that sneaky Seven of Swords energy influence around here. Again, just check our attitude, I guess. Because we're not working and we're not really thinking. We're just feeling. We're just feeling, and we're being driven by the hunger of our inner child. Oh. And I mean, I'm not trying to come off judgy. I know I do sometimes. It's constructive criticism. I have my thoughts and opinions because of my own personal experiences. So don't feel like you have to close off. Know that I still love and accept you regardless. I have to. I don't even know you. We don't even know each other. bit of that sneaky snake in the grass. It's a big one. It's a big one hanging out in there. And a Page of Swords and a Seven of Pentacles. Also, coming out not exactly completely reversed, but nowhere near upright. That is for sure. You're not cutting off the head of that snake because you're not seeing it. You don't see it yet. You should be cutting the head off of that snake, but you're not. Looking close enough right now because you are being driven by this emotional hunger that you are experiencing, dear Sagittarius. Under the light of this moon, I want you to work with your child, with your inner child. Bring that hungry child into the light under the protection of this moon, and let it know. Give it love. Give it love. Give your inner child love. Do this. Out of everything that's going on in your world right now, if this is resonating with you, I want you to take this moon and really think about that. It's time to pause. It's time to really think about what it is you're even trying to bring in here. Anything? Whatever you got. I don't advise coming from a place of desperation or starvation. So, do some things to make your inner child happy. Reconnect with that kid. I suspect he had some pain, some suffering. He wouldn't be starved if he didn't. But show him love under the light of this moon, Sagittarius. I wish you healing and love. We'll see you on the next moon. Well, fire signs, we did it! We made it through the moon. We survived. We didn't burn the entire world down. Good for us. We win. If you needed a win, there you go. You didn't burn the world down today. Good job. Good job. Oh, I love you all so much. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for just being here, supporting me. I have a great time doing this. It really is a blast. My throat chakra is getting a little raspy there. I've been doing this for a bit. Definitely ready. But let's all come together for one moon oracle to pull us all together and give us our last bit of advice for the week for our full moon nourishment. Yes. Yup. Check. Is everybody? Is everybody in? Okay. So do we have your attention now? Alright. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it is a sign that you are actually of what you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. All of us have a set of values that are as individual as our fingerprints. Sometimes we aren't sure what might what they might be if asked, but unconsciously we know. How do we know? Because if our values are not being met or lived, we rebel. We get angry, sad, depressed, irritable, or stuck, or we take the chaotic choice in our decision making, and commonly our relationships and life are not harmonious. An example of this might be someone who has a strong value of honesty being asked to manipulate the truth every day in a sales job, or someone who highly values peace being surrounded by loud, drama-filled people who are just the opposite of peaceful. Meeting our values and living by them is a sure way to nourish our being. We feel more complete and fulfilled if we are able to do that. Additionally, it probably isn't an exaggeration to say that the Western world is obsessed by food, or for the wrong reasons. Food is often used as a pain relief, with many people overeating due to anxiety or pain. Food becomes a diversion rather than something that is nourishing, or even simply enjoyable. Learning to nourish our bodies purely to give them what they really need is the key to mental and physical health. Well, there we have it, Fire Signs. That was a fun ride, and I want us all to remember to nourish ourselves in the way that we truly need to be nourished. Don't overfeed anxieties. Don't overfeed your stress. Just take what you need to get you through, and remember to love yourself. And have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time.